Wow. Thank you guys so much. I wish that could happen everywhere. Such a way to welcome people. Thank you so much for coming out. This is so exciting for me. Yes, I'm glad you're here for me to tell you guys my story, for me to share this with you. I am a native New Yorker. Yes, that's right. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you've never been to the Bronx, you should totally go. I didn't say stay. You just go there, look around, and then quick, save yourself. They can smell fear. Actually, ladies, if you ever want to boost your self-esteem, go to the Bronx. Because they love anything even remotely female. It's true, you could put a pair of boobs on a mop and they'd be like, yo, who's the girl with the dreadlocks? Damn, girl, you skinny, but you cute. Girl, what your name is? Damn, girl, you smell like ammonia. She'd be like, that is my name, ammonia, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, some of you have been to the ghetto, that's beautiful. You're like, that's my cousin's name. That's how every girl that I grew up with talked, by the way. Every girl that I grew up with had that really thick, like Rosie Perez, like Puerto Rican, like, oh my God, you're so stupid. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Every girl had that cutesy little accent. Oh my God, you're so stupid. And I was jealous. I was jealous of those girls because guys thought that was sexy. Like when I was growing up, guys thought that was super sexy, and I never had that voice. I never had that sexy, like sweet little high-pitched voice. I have a pretty deep voice for a chick. You're like, mm-hmm. You really do. And it's deep now when we're like at the end of the night. So if you call me in the morning, I sound like a tranny. It's not even it's really frightening. So I used to be jealous of those girls because I think guys thought that was so hot. And then I realized, if you have that kind of accent your entire life, at some point, you gotta get a grown person job. Exactly. That's gonna be hilarious. The day that you walk into a courtroom and your lawyer's like, but he did it, Your Honor. Not because you're looking at him like he's guilty when I told you he did it. Did I win yet? I won yet? I won? No, you gotta Pacifically tell me. Yeah. Thanks for getting the last part of that. You'd be amazed at how many times I've done that in the Bronx and girls are like, I don't know what she Pacifically meant by that last one. I'm gonna have to ask her about that later. I actually ran into a girl recently that I grew up with. Well, a girl that I hate. Well, because you know how there's always that one girl in your group of girlfriends that like infiltrates the group? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This was that girl. So here's what happened. I got caught. You ever get caught in a conversation you don't want to have because someone sees you before you see them? Yeah, it's like the worst feeling in the world. So here's what happened. She caught me on the bus. She came up from behind me. She snuck attacked me. This is what I heard from behind me. I heard, oh my God, I can't even believe it's you because I seen that you standing there. I was like, I think I know that chick. I was gonna tap her on my shoulder, but I hate when people do that. I mean, yo, it's my favorite song. Why you don't bother me like that? And I was like, nah, she don't remember said cheese fries, then I was dying, blah, blah, blah. You remember me, right? Oh my God. It was like that scene in a horror movie where you know the bad guy's right behind you. Because I was like, oh God, please, no. Oh God, no, she's still there. But here's what I did. I handled it so well. I did what everybody else does in that situation. I put on that fake voice that you do when you get caught. Like I turned around and I was like, oh my God, hey! Girl, I was just thinking about you. But here's the thing, now I'm stuck in small talk because we have to keep talking. Like I can't just leave after that. So I'm like, hey, what's been going on? How's life? I kid you not, she looks at me and goes, you're not gonna believe this. I'm a nurse in a hospital. I'm like, oh my God, you're right, I don't believe you. But seriously, what hospital? Because I like never want to go there. Because I don't know if any of you guys have ever stayed overnight in a hospital. I have, and it's a terrible situation. You have to trust a stranger with your life. Can you imagine being in that position and that chick walks in? Right? You're laid up in the hospital bed, and she comes in holding your chart all official, and she's like, the other day I had looked at your chart, and you're not gonna make it. That's messed up, right? You spent all this money, we can't even save you. If I was you, I would sue for real. But I'm gonna do what I can, so do you want chicken or fish? No, you gotta Pacifically tell me. I think it would be so great if she walked back in like 5 minutes later and was like, oh, my bad, I was reading your horoscope. No, because it says here that you are a Cancer, and I was like, damn. I'm gonna tell her though. I can't get bad news from that voice. You feel me? Like, I can't be laid up in the hospital bed and getting bad news from that person. It has to be somebody with a more comforting demeanor. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, if I'm laid up in the hospital bed, I think perfect people for this job, Southern people. Right? You get the right Southern accent. It's so comforting. I could be laid up in my hospital bed. My Southern nurse comes in. She's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Turns out it is fatal. You're not gonna make it. Do you want some sweet tea? Help you deal with that? I would be like, oh my God, yes. I'm so sorry my death is ruining your day. You sweet woman. Sweet tea solves all the problems in life. Sweet tea and food. I'm a complete foodie, guys. I don't know if anybody else is a foodie here. Yeah, we have foodies in the audience. Oh my God, yes. I am such a foodie, I get mad when I get full. I don't know if anybody else goes through that. Like, the second I'm full, I'm like, no! I wanted dessert. I still have dessert, I have no shame. Because I've always lived by that philosophy, what if I get hit by a bus tomorrow? I don't want my last words to be, oh, I should have had a brownie. All the reports are like, she died so hungry. Her stomach was growling on the way to the morgue. It's so sad. That's what's gonna do me in. That's what makes it hard for me to diet, is my love of food. That and my confidence. It's got way too much confidence to diet. Because here's the thing, and let me explain it to you guys. I feel like to lose weight, you gotta look at yourself and go, you know what? I'm getting a little big. Gotta lose some weight. My problem is no matter how big or small that I get, I look at myself and I go, looking good, kid. You look amazing. Keep up the good work. And confidence will mess me up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not cocky, I'm delusional. It's a big problem. It's an issue. I have what I like to call Latina confidence. Yeah. Latina confidence, guys. And you know we're confident. I know we have Latin people here. I know we have Latinos here. What's up, Latinos? Hi. Yeah. We have confidence for days, Latin women. People are always saying Latin women are so sexy. It's all in our confidence, guys. And you know we're confident because you've seen us in stuff we should not be wearing. We don't care what you mere mortals think of us. You think we can't hear you whispering? You guys are like, how far does spandex stretch? We're still running the tests. We'll let you know when we're done. I did find out recently that I had to lose weight. Here's how I found out. Because I went to one of those fancy gyms. Because let me explain my gym journey first, because I went to a few different gyms, okay? Here's what happened. Okay, when you first go to a gym, you're not looking for a great gym, you're looking for a great deal, right? You're looking for a place that's not gonna charge you an arm and a leg. So I went to the most ghetto gym in the world. It didn't even have a name, it just said gym above a door. It was embarrassing. So I'm at this ghetto gym my first day, and I'm running on the treadmill. And if you've been to a gym, you already know the trainers come by and they try to sell you packages. That's their job. So I'm on the treadmill, and this tiny little paperweight of a woman walks up to my treadmill, and she's like, excuse me? Excuse me? I just wanted to alert you of some of your target areas. I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. You can just keep it moving. She's like, well, you probably want to work on your stomach because it's a little flabby and your thighs are kind of big. I know. I was like, ma'am, this is how people get shot in my neighborhood. For your own safety, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now. She just kept going. She's like, well, here's what I do. I don't eat any carbs after 9. I don't drink any juice after 11. I don't have any thoughts, feelings, or emotions after 12. I was like, oh my God, someone get her a hug and a cookie. What is wrong with your life? Now go away. She's like, no! That would have been so great if it happened. Yeah, but she just looked at me. I was like, did you just blow in my face? I was like, I gotta stop watching cartoons. That stuff does not work. So then I started going to an MMA gym, which I don't know if anybody's ever done any mixed martial arts, but it's dope, it's awesome, makes you feel awesome. It really does. And it was so cute because I'd be with my girlfriends and they'd be like, oh my God, I ran like 5 miles today. I'd be like, that's adorable, I'm a ninja. Continue running, I'll be fighting crime. I remember the coolest thing I ever saw at that gym was 2 guys having a conversation. And one guy walked up to the other guy and he goes, bro, you're getting fat. And the other guy went, true. That was the end of the conversation, guys. That was it. He accepted his weight gain with grace and moved on with his life. I could never do that with one of my girlfriends. I could never just walk up to one of my girlfriends and go, you're really getting fat, Cindy. She'd be like, I'm gonna go cut myself for an hour. You can just shake me out of the fetal position whenever you feel necessary. But I couldn't keep training there because I was on the road. So on the road, I went to this big fancy gym. And here's the story. I went to the gym and they sat me down for an assessment before they'd let me use any of their fancy equipment. So I sit down with the trainer and he starts saying stuff I've never heard before, like BMI charts and body fat percentages. And I was like, oh my God, I'm scientifically fat? I can't fight the power on this anymore. Not when there's a hypothesis involved. So he handed me a meal plan, to which I said, no, thank you. Because no, I'm not good at dieting anymore. I'm just not. I'm not. I start off with good intentions. I do. Like, I'll start off the day and I'll be like, good, you had an egg white omelet, Gina. Congratulations. You had a grapefruit as a snack. That's amazing. Time for some cheesecake. I think you deserve a reward. You did a bunch of good eating. Makes sense. Makes sense. I used to be really good at dieting. I was a vegetarian for a really long time. And I don't know if there's any vegetarians here, but please don't waste your energy clapping. I know what it takes. And I was never a moral vegetarian. I wasn't like, you know, one of those people that would lecture you if you ate something. You know what I mean? Like those people that are like, I don't eat anything if it had a face. I will not eat it if it had a face. That just makes me want to draw a face on a carrot next time they eat a salad. And then line up little baby carrots right next to it. And be like, really? In front of his family? What kind of person are you? I am an animal lover, though. Well, I'm an animal liker. I respect boundaries. I am a dog person. I'm very much a dog person. We have dog people here. Yes. Look at that. We're so needy. We're so needy, dog people. That's why we get a dog that goes crazy. Like when we leave the room for 8 seconds, you come back in, your dog thinks it's been forever. That's like the best feeling in the world. But really, I think if you're a pet owner, you have to know that that's part of it. You're needy. You need that kind of love. That's how it works, right? You get an animal, you trap it, you make it love you. And you fill the void. That is how it works, guys. And don't get me wrong, like, I think there's just levels of it. That's what it is. Like, dog people, we need it right away. We need the love right away. Cat people, I give you credit. You guys gotta have confidence. You do, I give you cat people credit because I leave the room for 8 seconds. My dog thinks it's been forever. Seriously, you guys could be gone for weeks. You come back in, your cat's like, oh. I'll be in the windowsill. There was actually a sign up in one of the vegetarian restaurants I used to go to that said, if animals could speak, we would all be vegetarians. That's not true. That's not true, because people can speak, we still hate them, so why wouldn't it work for animals too? Some animals are gonna have an attitude problem. Sorry, cat people. I just feel like if animals could talk, you would walk into a diva fit every day. You would just walk in, your cat's like, excuse me. I don't approve of the new food you bought. That kitty litter is disgusting and your presence is annoying me. I'm gonna go lick my butt for 20 minutes. I expect you to be gone by the time I return. You know what's great about being an animal person is that when you have a pet, when you have an animal, people with kids always try to remind you that you don't have a baby. Right? All your friends with kids are like, oh my God, he's your baby. He's your baby, because you don't have a real one. So sad. And don't get me wrong, I would love to have a baby. I mean, not physically, because it looks uncomfortable. I would love to acquire a baby. Like leave a trail of Skittles or something. Just have one follow me home. Good baby. Because I think they're awesome. I really do. I think my favorite age for kids is that toddler age. Yeah, right? Because they have this cute, they have no filter, first of all. They have no filter. And that's what I connect with. Because I struggle with that. I struggle a lot with not having a filter. But I get in way more trouble than kids do. Kids say whatever they want, and we think it's adorable. I say something wrong, and my brain is like, you really should have checked with me before you let that one slip out. It's the beauty of being a kid. They can test the waters. They can say whatever. And they will, because kids don't have a filter till you put it in as the grown-up, right? Like, you ever been insulted by a kid? Yeah, it legitimately hurts your feelings, doesn't it? But you can't say anything about it. Because they'll just walk right up to you and be like, you're ugly, and then walk away. Right? And you just gotta stand there like, adorable. He's so cute. I just wanna hug him around the neck. He's adorable. But when you think about it, you know what I mean? That kid isn't trying to mess with you. Like, if that kid said you're ugly, it's because he genuinely thinks you're ugly. But like, so ugly, he had to stop whatever he was doing and inform you of the situation. Like, he was doing something and he was like, no, put the Legos away. What is that? Get it fixed. What's wrong with you? I can barely keep my Lunchables down, guys. The last time I was insulted by a kid, I was in church. I am a churchgoer. What? Yeah, praise him. All right. Yay. And of course, you know, so we're in the basement of the church, and it's a Latino church, so you know, it's like someone's house. They put a T on it, and we just... So they're serving food, because it's Latino church. And my boyfriend's niece is sitting across from me, and I get up to go get food, and she goes, Gina, are you gonna get pasta? And I'm like, no, sweetheart, I think I'm gonna get a salad. And she goes, good, because you're not so skinny anymore. I know, so I was like, hey, you're not supposed to say stuff like that. And literally, without skipping a beat, she goes, maybe I'm joking. I would have been mad, but she started hysterically laughing at her own joke. Like it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. Like, she said it, and it was like little baby tears started streaming down her face. And that just made me laugh until little baby tears were streaming down my face. So you can't be authoritative after that moment happens. Plus, that's one of my other favorite things about kids, is that, remember when you were a kid and you would just laugh, right? You didn't stop yourself. You weren't embarrassed. You weren't ashamed. Like, if someone fell, you laughed in their face. The second they fell, you're like, haha, you're stupid. Walk much? Right? You just laughed at it. You did not, like now, as a grown-up, when someone falls, you're like, oh my God, are you okay? And then you turn around and go, did you see that? That was amazing! Oh my God! Not like now. See, I still have that. I have the sense of humor of a 4-year-old. I do everything kids think is funny, I think is funny too. Like, I still think farts are the funniest thing on the planet. Thank you, me and like 6 people. Really? Really, a room full of grown folk? You're gonna sit here and act like you've never been in the bathroom, someone cut one, and you tried not to laugh? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That is a universal situation. Don't be afraid of the ties that bind us. I'll prove to you that farts are still funny. I was recently at a buffet. Don't judge me. We've already discussed this. I'm a foodie. Buffets are like carnivals for foodies. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you show up at a buffet, you're like a little kid. You're like, oh my God, there's food everywhere. There's steak and bacon-wrapped shrimp and a salad bar for some reason. Every time I see someone at a salad bar at a buffet, I just want to take their plate away and go, get out. Don't you mock us with your salad eating. So I'm at this buffet, right? And I go to the bathroom. It's me, this woman in the middle stall, and a lady and her 4-year-old daughter. Really cute little girl, right? Now, the woman in the middle farted. Wait for it, because here's the important part. It wasn't one that you could get past. See? All of a sudden, you all know what I'm talking about, right? Why? Because normally when it happens, it's a little sound, and you're like, she didn't know that was coming. Yeah, that was a surprise to everybody involved. And you know she didn't know, because the second it happened, she was like, Jesus. She got startled. But this, no. This was an I ran to the bathroom because I didn't know what was gonna follow this. And we've all been there too. Where like 1 second you're talking to somebody and the next you're like, I gotta get out of here like right now. This is not safe for anyone. Because it went on for like 2 minutes. That's an ungodly amount of time. Can we just discuss, guys? After 30 seconds, call a doctor. What did you eat? It's dangerous now. It's like a drum solo. It was like a brrrr, and then like it just kept going. It just kept going and going. And here's the thing, in that situation, we all do the same thing. What do? You shut up immediately. Right? Like the second it happens, you're like, nobody can know I'm here. And you become the quietest you've ever been, right? If you're like me, I am seriously, I'm like a ninja with it. My feet are up on the seat. I'm not breathing. I won't even leave the stall, because what if I leave and she leaves at the same time? Like, if we make eye contact, it's over. I'm gonna laugh. I mean, I've already seen her shoes. Her cover's blown. So here's the thing. I am acing this situation. Acing it. Until the little girl in the last stall completely blows it for me. Because she goes, ew! I can't. I laughed so hard. Because I'd been holding it in, so it was like a... It was so bad. And then I farted, because all the excitement. I was like, what's going on? Jesus. What just happened? See how we all came together on that one, though? Like, at first, you guys were like, no! Now you're like, yeah! Best part about that joke is now, whenever that happens, you're gonna think of me. You'll be in the bathroom and that'll happen and you'll go, Gina. You're welcome. You're connected. I'm telling you, I wish I could get away with half the stuff that kids do. I really wish I could. I can't. You know how I know? Because I've been in situations. Here's the first one. I'm on the subway, New York City. This guy reaches into my purse. He grabs my makeup case. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm about to get mugged by a drag queen. It is on. Because they're big and they can fight, you know what I'm saying? So then he grabs my purse and he goes, I'm gonna hit you. So then I said, if you hit me, you better knock me out. Which was stupid. Don't say that to somebody who's stealing your purse. Don't do that. Because that was his plan. He wasn't waiting for my go-ahead on that one. So he hit me. He punched me. Don't worry, I can take a punch. I went to public school. So he hit me and I took it. I don't know if it was the adrenaline, but did you ever have one of those balloon clowns as a kid? It was literally like, nope. Nope. I eat those. I even did one of these, like I was gonna morph into Steven Seagal and like karate chop him right in the throat. And then he went to hit me again and I grabbed his arm. And I don't know if any of you have ever been in a fight, but you start to win a fight you were losing and you talk so much crap. Like I grabbed his arm, I was like, man, who you trying to hit? But there was another arm I should have been looking out for. Because that one came out of nowhere. This guy literally, he lifted me up off the floor and tossed me aside like nothing. And the whole time he's picking me up, the only thought going through my head was, oh my God, I must have lost so much weight. Did you see how he threw me? Damn it, I'm skinny. No, I'm kidding. It was really hard though when he picked me up not to go, wee! This is fun, what are we gonna do next? The second time this happened, okay. Second time my mouth got me in trouble. This one's a biggie. It was with my boyfriend's mom. I know. Let me explain. See, what had happened was, here's some important information. My boyfriend is Mexican. Yeah, what up? Hey. Hey. His mom, he's from Texas, like he was born in Texas. His mom was born in Mexico. Mexico. It's a very important part of the story. So she grew up a little more like old school beliefs, and if you know any even old school people, they don't have to be from Mexico. You know that they don't sugarcoat anything. They don't have time for it, they don't care for it, they're blunt and honest people, and I can respect that, that's fine. But when you mix somebody who's blunt and honest with somebody that doesn't have a filter, things can happen. So last time I'm in New York, she sees me, comes up to me, first thing she does, put her hand on my stomach. Why is that happening? I don't know why. I don't feel comfortable with that, do you, right? Because how many of us have had the guy that thought it was cute to pinch the fat on your stomach, huh, ladies? Yeah, right? The guy that goes, look at that, you have a tummy, look at that. I'm like, you have 3 seconds to live. Pinch me one more time, and your life is over. Right, so she touches my stomach, she goes, you're getting kind of fat, are you pregnant? Yeah, thank you. That is how I felt. Because first of all, who says that? Who tells a woman she's fat? Every guy in here already knows. The question, do I look fat in this? What is the answer? No, absolutely not, right? No, sometimes it's hell no. Sometimes it's, oh my God, baby, no, you look like you lost an ounce. Or whatever unit of measurement will get you out of trouble. But you never tell a woman she's fat, never ever. And you don't say that to me because I can't control what comes out of my mouth. She should know this. I've known her a while. So y'all, I can't be blamed for what happened next because I was provoked. Because the second she said that, without pause, I looked her right in the face and I was like, oh, relax, I'm not gonna keep it.